Yes, because black people are sort of verbal people. Uh, there's an old saying: if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yes. Now I don't know if that's true or false. I mean, because I used to just every book that I could get my hands on as a teenager. I don't care what kind of book it was. If it was a book, I wanted to look and see what's in it, and that was just me. And so I think that's an individual thing. That's an old cliche, and it probably pertains to a lot of people. But generally speaking, people really kind of like to interact with each other in a social way. People are very social. Maybe all people are very social. Maybe people prefer to interact with each other rather than to interact through some printed words. I mean, because the words really don't care how you react to the words that are printed. But people do react to what other people say. And so I think people, generally speaking, kind of like to interact with each other. But sometimes you just might have to look at a book to get clarity, because the book doesn't really care. So if you look at the book, then if you want to disagree with the book is not going to talk back and disagree with your disagreement. The book is just what it is.
Yes, sir.
And I think that sometimes black people like to argue. That's another thing. And particularly, they like to argue, barbershop arguments and all like that, with each other. Because then it makes the person feel better, you might say, or get a little high from winning the argument. But a book is kind of like, it's just there. And you look at it, and you say, now, I read that. Now, I don't want to believe that. Or I don't want to go along with that. But the book is not going to argue with you about it. Those words are going to be there.
Yes. Is winning that argument in the barbershop or the beauty salon, is that constructive?
Well, many people think that if you walk out of the barbershop or the beauty salon and you won all the arguments, that somehow has solved your problems. And black people, particularly, we have been beaten down so much that any kind of little victory, I mean, makes us feel better about ourselves as prisoners of war. But it really hasn't solved our problems.
Okay.
Winning an argument with other black people won't get you a whole lot on this planet.
Okay.
In the system of white supremacy, if you are a person of color.
Okay.